Got dope like Pablo. Cut dope like Pablo. Shot trees with the Draco. On the north got Diego. Say hasta luego. We'll be in rapping kilo. Snub nose with potato. Take out. No monkey in the jungle, blind hot like a sauna. Bouncing up and over, trying to weave an anaconda. Jumping in the water, trying to sleep across the water. Got see cars out, got me big bad for Ronald. Out bag of money, know I gotta have it. Savage, but I'm still a gentleman in Cali. Atlantic, nigga turn them in about the cabbage. Kill his whole family, they run up with the package. I just put it back on the way to Bogota. Poke his eyes out, and I'm telling what he saw. Real watch out, I don't know if he'll talk. Get a chainsaw and I'ma saw our legs off. They know that we're a gang, but they say that we're a ring. Investigating, taking pictures of the whole team. Undercover trying to do his thing.
What's up, y'all? What is up? What is up? It is your girl EJ, and y'all already know what time it is. It's time for Raising Kanan to talk about it. We already did our live after show, so we did a lot of talking about it, but we got to talk about it a little more. I'm going to go ahead and bring up the crew so we can go ahead and get started, y'all. First and foremost, y'all already know I got my girl, Tamieka's Den, in the building. Hey, boo. Uh-oh, you muted, I think.
Hey, what's going on? Every time I see that clip of Unique with that ice cream, I want to kick it.
I know, right? And up next, y'all already know, happy 420 to my girl, because she in the building. Ginger Snaps. Hey.
What's going on? Happy Easter if you celebrate it, and happy 420 if you celebrate that too.
Okay, that part.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, we got everybody's favorite diva in the building, Miss Nita the Diva. Hey, boo.
What's up? Happy Easter Sunday. Happy Resurrection Sunday. Happy 420. All of the things.
All of the above. And looks like Candy done popped in the building. Hey, Candy.
Hey,
Hi. Hey, everybody.
Hey.
What's up, y'all? So y'all already know what time it is. It's time to talk about Raising Kanan because Jesus. Oh, Kanan. Y'all already know. First and foremost, we need the vibe check because I need to know how y'all feeling about this episode. Like I said, I think me and Moochie, and was it Inga? Was you guys think? I think we talked about it already on the live after show. So I really want to hear from you, Nita. What you think about this episode? Like, what were your thoughts over it? And what was your rating too?
This is the best episode of the season for me. Honestly. You know, I love story building. So I didn't trash the beginning of the season, but this episode really, really like put us in motion. And I was like, yes, loving it. I'm loving where it's going. I think they are definitely moving the parts and stuff like that. So yes, I am having a good time. And yeah, so I give this episode.
You know what? Wait, before you give it a rating, because I'm gonna bring up my ratings. We'll do that in a minute.
Okay.
But I just wanted your quick thoughts. Candy, what were your quick thoughts on it? Because I don't think you was on the live either.
I was in the bed. I put it in the chat. I said, hey, y'all, but I was knocked out. But I'm not gonna be on camera because this camera want to be all up in my nose and stuff. So yeah, no. Because I'm on my cellular phone. But this was a very dope episode. I really, really enjoyed the dialogue. Everybody was acting their behinds off. They really turned up, and it was dope. I enjoyed it.
Okay, well that's what's up. Well, all right, let's go ahead and move on so we can get everybody's actual rating for the episode. I'm gonna put everybody at the top because I feel like I want to be at the top. I mean, are you gonna move? Okay, you're not moving. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna stay at the bottom. Oh, here we go. I was like, why we not moving? There we go. Okay, so let me make this a little bit bigger too. Y'all know I can't see it all. Okay, so I can't make it bigger, but that's all right. We're going to go ahead and get our ratings in. So y'all already know I got this new rating system for my channel. And if you was feeling the show, that's like full-blown TV junkie. You watched it on repeat. If it just had you in a chokehold, but you was locked in, that's that chokehold energy. If it was like a 3 and it was just like a little tease, then, you know, you right there in the middle. If it was just like, it was like, you know, even though I feel like nobody better not be on that level. And then, of course, we got that sleepy junkie energy. If it was just like I was scrolling through my phone, I was doing whatever because I wasn't paying that much attention to it because that's how bad it was. Then, you know, speak your mind. Tamieka, what's your rating?
I feel like it was full blown junkie mode. They brung it. They was acting their asses off. I ain't have no complaints. Episode definitely is one that could be on repeat that I could go back and watch and probably notice something different each time. So
absolutely, I agree. I rate it the same way. Inga Ginger Snaps.
Let's see here. For me, full blown junkie mode. I really enjoyed this episode a lot. It's one of my favorites of the season so far. And I know we still got 3 more to go, but this is probably one of my favorites. The acting was so good. Everybody played their part and everybody was good. So yeah, now I was locked in all the way.
Okay, that part. Nita the Diva. What's your rating, boo?
The same for me. Full blown junkie mode. I know that we gonna have more to come, but that's why I wanted to hold it for chokehold. But I'm just gonna go ahead and give it full blown because this was the best episode of the season for me.
Absolutely, I agree. Candy Love.
Yes. Chokehold energy. Yeah, chokehold energy. It was dope. Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. I actually did watch this multiple times. So I did give it full-blown junkie mode because typically I don't watch stuff like too many times over unless I'm going to get like clips or something, but that's different. I'm not watching it. But this I actually watched multiple times. So it was definitely that episode. It was good. So y'all already gave y'all first impression, so we just gonna move on. So of course we gotta do an icebreaker. So you think you're a TV junkie? This is the Talkless Reckless edition because I felt like we did a lot of reckless talking on this particular episode. So y'all are basically just going to finish the sentences. You don't have to finish it fully, just get somewhere in the ballpark. So there was a part where Unique says that he was the judge, jury, and y'all can say it out loud.
Oh,
the executioner.
Executioners.
And then we can't say the N word, but then he said on that, and do y'all remember what he said after that?
Say it again.
I think it was like
He gonna hit it from the back slow or something.
He said that too, but
but I think that was after he said something about maybe was it everybody you care about, everything you care about, or something like that. Yeah.
And anybody else you give a
F about or something like that. Yeah.
That's right.
Then he talked about he gonna hit it from the back and the side and the front and all the way around.
Down, Unique.
And that's what I'm waiting for.
Right.
Okay. Hello. Waiting.
Everybody in the chat. I'm so sorry, y'all. I forgot to shout out everybody in the chat. We appreciate you guys coming through. Everybody that is tapped in right now, we appreciate y'all. Shout out to DeMarcus. Vonnie Love is already in the building. Amina came through. We thank y'all. Happy Easter to y'all. Happy 420. Whatever it is that you are celebrating, all of that. And if you're not celebrating anything, just happy Sunday. Just glad to see you. So there was a part when Kanan told everybody, he said, when you sit he told Rock in specific, when you sit at the top, you supposed to.
I don't know, something about protect your people.
Mm-hmm. And then he said, you're not doing that. And
oh yeah, protect your people. Yeah, he did say that. What was that? He said, "Oh, you're not doing that." Dang, what did he just say? I just watched that daggone thing.
He said you're supposed to take care of your beloved you, and you're not doing that, and you've never done that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he a piece of work.
And then Rock later said, and when you do talk, what did she say after that?
You should be saying thank you. And that's
That's
it,
right.
bitch.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. 'Cause
Absolutely.
I feel the same way because I didn't had that conversation.
This was my who said this right here. Fools will give you a lot of ish in life, leave it all behind for the rest of us to figure out when they die.
Rock.
Who give you a lot of
Lou.
Yep, that's who
Okay.
said it. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and jump into this episode. Talk a little bit about Neek taking over these corners. Neek believing that Rock and Kanan enlisted Ronnie to take them out. My question to you ladies are, will Unique ever believe the truth? And will he find out about that baby, or does it even matter at this point? Candy, I'll let you start.
Neek takes the corners and I don't know if he'll ever believe the truth and about the baby. Jesus. He probably won't believe nothing she says unless cause he's been like he's been in the shadows for so long, and he's seen what he has saw, whatever, however it goes. Damn, EJ.
What?
I don't think it matters about what's the truth because he already got his mind made up, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel you. So I feel like, like at the end of the day, I think that we know about the baby for a reason. I mean, I think it brings it all into context. I don't really think it matters at this point whether he finds out about it or not, but I feel like this show always brings things up for reasons. So do I think it might pop up again? I feel like it's going to pop up. I feel like whether it's Kanan finding out about it or Marvin finding out about it or whoever, whatever the case is, I do feel like it's going to come back up at some point. But as far as with Unique, I don't know if it's really going to matter that much. I think Unique is too gone right now. I think that Unique's ending is going to be, he just don't get out of here for real this time. I think that brain injury has him too far gone. And I think it would be wishful thinking for me because as much as I want to see him and Rock reunite, I don't think that's going to happen. I think that's long gone at this point. Inga, what about you?
He is a rabid dog you got to put down. Okay? Just like they to put down Cujo, you got to put him down. That's the only way he going to stop. He too far gone now. He ain't going to sit there and have no conversation. He was not going to listen in if you sat down at the table across from him and tried to have a conversation. He's not listening. He seemed to think that he totally forgot that his brother got a pipe and busted him upside his head and left pieces of his skull all over the place. So he's gone. Yeah, I think you got to put him down.
Think so.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Nita? What you think?
I really want to leave out hope for Unique. I want to say that's something that Rock does trigger his memories to start flooding, and then maybe in that moment that he's getting it, then maybe she just take his ass out.
But Nita was going somewhere real deep with it. I'm listening. I'm sitting here listening.
Listen, it's about survival.
That don't work. Take his ass out of here.
You're right. It's about survival. Like, I mean, if it's
Right.
working, okay. If not, take that nigga out.
Right.
Okay.
Ninja.
Tamieka, what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, because it's off what Unique had for me. I'm tired of him. Last time you got bashed in the head, this time your head need to come clean the hell off. His brains is mush. He ain't gonna believe nothing she say, but I can see, I'm kind of like going the vibe in the direction of Nita. I can see her telling him about it before she go ahead and take him out. Like that be the cliffhanger, that be the last thing he see in here.
That's what's up. I'm not even mad at that. What's up? Shout out to the chat. Like, I know this is going to be a lot of conversation, so I put a lot of chat check-ins on this particular one because I know y'all going to have stuff to say. Support Gaming said, hey, at EJ the TV Junky, Unique thinks Rock lied to him. She told him that she was done with the game, then took his business when she thought he died. I feel like Rock was never out the game, and I think Unique also felt that way as well. He even says it at some point. I can't remember. Y'all know I don't know them timestamps. But I feel like he said it at some point where he didn't even really believe it either. But everybody knows what it is. If you in the game, you also know how it is. If you try to get out of it, that stuff just keep calling you back. I just think that realistically, if we were dealing with a Unique that was lucid, he would understand why she came back, and it wouldn't be like, oh, I took this or anything. I think even if Unique had stayed alive, that Rock would have came back into the game regardless. Just period. But I don't know.
I agree. Support Gaming. For the record, let me just say, I was the one that always was saying Unique was going to be the Walking Dead. Okay, out of all the ladies, I didn't believe that he was coming back. Okay,
yeah, you did.
And I definitely don't
and we have it, and we got it on camera and audio. Okay, so we got to prove you did say that. Yeah, I read his comments. Support Gaming. Yes, I was one cheering. Moochie got the shout out to Moochie. She got the footage of us screaming and hollering that we was happy he was back, but now he doing too much now. So,
Okay. RC, she's just speaking to everybody. Of course, the market says that proved that Unique was right. I mean, I think we all were right. Nobody ever thought that Rock was going to be out the game. She's just gone for a temporary moment because something happened. It's like what a lot of people do. Some people say they get in an accident and then they say, I ain't never driving again. But you'll be back in the car. Like, come on. That's, I know that's like a far, but y'all get what I'm saying. Even though Unique is making plays, he can go, he turn an itch with his temperament.
Right.
He can go.
Yeah, he's getting more aggressive. If y'all
I thought he was gonna hit old Per Nessa.
I was like, what is going on?
Yeah. She tried to be legit, but it sucked. She did try. And let's see, we're gonna do 2 more and then we're gonna come back. Ain't nobody justifying for Rock. Who's justifying, bro? I said that Rock was always coming back to the game. That's not justifying, that's facts. I never believed that she was out of the game. I believed that she was taking a little break, getting her stuff together, and she was coming back as soon as
I agree with EJ.
Clicked.
Hello.
Rock and Unique is trash. Listen, whatever.
You don't lead a game, y'all. Like when you in the game, you're in the game. That's just what it is. And that's what all of the power is like. You don't leave it. Like they keep trying to escape it, but
death or jail.
You can't leave
Ghost tried it. What happened?
Or jail. Yep.
Yeah. Didn't work. Tariq tried it. What happened? Like everybody kept trying, but it
doesn't happen.
Kept pulling them in.
Right.
Hell, even Monet had a plan to get out, but that plan messed up. And what she have to do? Stay in it.
I know. She ain't even never had nobody at the damn bar. Bar was always empty. Exactly. She's so busy in the street in the gang. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
It just be like that.
Yeah, most people, and even in real life, most people they usually they got to end up going to prison before they stop. A lot of them end up just keep on because once you make that money and you got that power, it's hard to just cut it off like that, cold turkey.
Y'all, I would hope that most of Kanan's family is in jail and they get out and they do a spinoff of them.
That would be interesting.
I would like that.
That would be interesting. So we gotta move on to next little convo. Juke said that they should listen to Kanan, and these are my words, and I realized they were my words after I put it in there, but I'm just gonna let it stay there. He wants to go to war, but it just isn't smart, and he doesn't listen. And that's my words. I'm not saying that's everybody else's words. Those were my words. That's what I was thinking when I was writing this. But my question to you ladies is, in the chat, is Rock right? Should they figure out who's backing Unique and get a battle plan, or should they go straight to war? Nita, I'm starting with you.
I'm glad you started with me because when Juke said that you should listen to Kanan, now listen, I hate Kanan from the depths of my soul. old Kanan, new Kanan, whatever, young Kanan, whatever. Fuck them. I don't like them. I don't like them. So I just didn't know where Juke was going with that. But Rock is right. I'm just gonna say Rock is right because she got more experience, and he ain't got nothing. He ain't got nothing to say about this war, this battle, this plan, this nothing.
Okay, that's what's up. Candy, what are your thoughts? Is Rock right, or should they figure out who's backing Unique first and get a battle plan together, or should they just go straight to war with whoever the mission? Because we know that there's somebody backing Unique, so they're not just going to war with Unique.
I thought they knew. They didn't know.
This is at the beginning of the conversation. They don't know
At this point here in this scene, they didn't know.
They're
They found out later on as the episode go on.
Okay,
At this point, that's what she's saying. They did not know.
Okay.
Yeah. We're not listening to Kanan because we don't know who we going up against. How I know? Everybody want to scope out the scene before they, of their opponent. So you got to sit there and wait and chill. Kanan would be DEAD if it wasn't for his mama. So we know what type of time he be on. So yeah, no, we gonna do what Rock say, and we gonna scope out the scene with the gangster lean, okay?
Okay, Tamieka.
Like be really about to be.
Girl.
Okay.
Tamieka, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, we do have to go to war, but we also have to know we already went into this blind. Unique already is ahead of the game on us because he's been running around for the last couple of weeks, taking our people out, and we didn't know who the hell it was. Okay, the streets ain't see nothing, ain't nobody nothing to see, and nobody knew nothing. So at least now we know it's him, and we definitely have to find out who's backing him, who's behind him, who's with him. So we know who the hell we going at. You gotta plan it out. We already seen dummies in this episode that didn't have no plan. We don't need no plans.
Hello.
Inga Benga.
Yeah, I agree with y'all. She gotta let's get a plan together. You know what I'm saying? Don't be like Rilla, like y'all said. Have a plan and then you go to war. And Kanan needs to keep his mouth closed, open up his eyes, clean the Tootsie Roll out his ear, and listen. And the only time you should be talking is to say thank you. So, yes, have a plan and be quiet. Yeah.
Let's roll on over to the chat. DeMarcus said Rock Southside Plaza is empty, just like Monet Bar. Jukebox also said Kanan is grown. She did say that. Raising Kanan should end with it circling back to Power Season 5 with Kanan death on the news with an old Rock watching the news, heartbroken. Oh, that would be so dope. I love that.
Yeah.
Kanan is actually right. DeMarcus, you would say that. I'm sorry. I'm going to stop. Kanan is not right in this situation, okay? I'm not saying that Kanan ain't never been right. I don't think so, but he might have been somewhere. I don't know. What I'm saying is that it's not smart to go to war blindly, especially when you don't have a lot of soldiers. Right now, we don't even know. We don't have Lulu, and I'm talking about in this scene, we don't have Lulu. We don't know who else we actually got to really back us. We don't know if Stefano is going to back us. Like, we don't have any answers. So why would we just go straight out and try to go to war with somebody that's blind like that?
Right.
That's stupid.
That don't make no sense. And then with Jukebox, I just want to piggyback. You said Jukebox. Somebody put the comment. Jukebox was where she said that Kanan's grown. I'm like, no, Kanan is not grown. Like, I didn't understand her saying that. But
I mean, he is grown. He is grown.
I mean, he done put himself in grown position. So to me, he grown at this point.
He's grown. Can't nobody put a belt to him? Nobody check him? His mother can't.
Yes,
check him?
I agree with that. And I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? He's grown.
I still don't look at him as a man though yet. That's all I'm saying.
But what I'm saying to you,
but he out here doing man things. But I don't look at him as a man.
Like Juke, no, not that. Juke is saying, listen to him, so you can find out what his plans are. You know what I'm saying? Like, let him talk.
He should have got a two-piece up beside his head, though, at this point, though.
No,
you can't do no belt. You got to punch him in the chest, you know?
No. Juke said, let him talk, right? He's grown. Listen to him. And you need to hear him. And you need to hear, like, it's a lot of stuff going on between Kanan, OC, Unique, that Rock don't know about.
But that's stuff that she's never gonna know about. Like Kanan and her are not in a point where
They
they
never,
ever
yeah,
gonna
they not close at all.
But what
no
I'm
more.
saying is that Juke is saying, listen to him. That's what I keep saying. They were like, turn the men's mics off. No, listen to them. They tell them themselves. Keep the mics on. Listen. They say it.
I feel you.
That's all I'm saying.
Let's go.
Yeah, I don't know what she meant or how they meant it when they wrote that. So I'm not really sure, but I'm just like, he need to be listening.
I ain't making up nothing. All I'm saying is she said, listen. I'm just saying, listen.
Okay, yeah. So let's go to the chat real quick. We're gonna go finish up these last few, and then we're gonna go to the next one. Somebody said Kanan is a bit impulsive, a lot like Tommy in that regard. I agree. Young Kanan and OG Power Kanan are different characters. Old OG Kanan grew up having to steal shoes, selling coke for his uncles. Young Kanan is spoiled. I'm sure Jukebox will set Kanan straight. That's a high. Juke right, Kanan a grown man, and they need to listen to, well, yeah. Marvin Lou agreed with Kanan low key. Marvin and Lulu, I mean, they did, but they were wrong too, and they should know better. They out of anybody should know better, and I think they were acting off of emotion, not like real. That had to be straight emotion, and that had to be on some. That must be some guy stuff because I don't get it. Exactly, Nita. He is grown, but he's still making childish decisions despite being grown. And I think okay. Let me see if y'all had any more. Let me see. I'll do the last few. Oops. You're so silly, Momo. Jukebox always been Kanan's conscience until now. I don't think she is no more. Rock and Marvin still view Kanan as a kid. Y'all want Kanan to listen to Rock, but Rock wasn't listening to bruh.
Listen, DeMarcus.
Girl, I can't.
Do I have to get you together?
Bruh. I can't. We gonna go to the
I'm
next
not.
one. We gotta go to the next one. Yeah, we gotta talk about Pernissa for a little bit. Pernissa was happy to see her man come back. Should Pernissa be worried because this Unique ain't the same? Is this Unique really down for Pernissa and Jerome, or is he just making sure that nobody can get to him by using them? Like, is he just in this look? Because it was just something that he said when we got back to that house, and he made it very clear. It was almost like, I'm locking you up in here because y'all are my only weakness, meaning that's the only I have to make sure that y'all good, but that's the only way they can get to me. It just didn't feel real or natural to me. Candy, what you think?
First of all, Negro, you sat there and watched me walk with these damn 5 or 6 bags of groceries. You saw me drop them shits and did not help me pick them up. I was pissed about that. I'm like, oh, hell no. You gonna sit there and watch me carry these damn bags? And then, yeah, no. I ain't finna give him that Bobby Whitney hug and all that shit. No. Bump, Unique, and whatever he's standing on, yeah, he look good, he fine, but he is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and he is Cujo 2.0. I'm not here for Unique. So, I don't even know what you asked me, but that's my answer.
Girl, because you so didn't answer, but you good. Inga, Ginger Snaps.
Yeah, listen, yeah, he might look good and all that, but per Nessa, she need to when soon as he turned his back, she need to try to run. She needs to run. She need to pack her bags and get the hell away from him. But he gonna keep her locked up. So yeah, that's some old. I said the first thing I thought about was Ike and Tina Turner. I was like, damn. I mean, she said, well, I gotta take my mother to the dialysis. F your mother. I'll get somebody to take her to the doctor, but you ain't going nowhere. I'm like, dang, go. I mean, I was like, no, he got to go. He doing too much. He's screaming, yelling at her because she said, look, I do not believe that Ronnie Rock has something to do with this. I saw how Ronnie was moving and he just blew up at her. So yeah, no, he's not down for Pernessa and Jerome. He don't give it. We ain't even seen Jerome. Where the hell Jerome at? Okay. So no, he's not down for them. He don't give a damn about them. He cares only about Rock and so
and that get back. Nita,
yeah, that get back, right.
Where's Jerome?
Girl,
Where is Jerome? He said, fuck your mother.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Jerome? Did we see him? I'm looking around. Y'all don't see it because I'm not on camera. Where's Jerome? All right, bye.
That part. Tamieka.
Nah, he ain't down for Vanessa. He basically told her in her face, I will not be taken down for anybody. Not you, not Jerome, not your mama, not your cousin, not your daddy, not your sister too. Like, girl, as soon as he closed his eyes, beat him. Just beat him to the damn white meat and get the hell up out of there, child. Finish off the job that Ronnie started. Like, I would not be there. Me and my son, it would be Houdini. He would never see me again. I would disappear off the face of this planet like apparently OC did.
Okay.
I would be gone.
And real quick, she need to go on there and cook a pot of grits, Tamieka, and throw it on his ass when he laying down sleep. Cook a hot pot of grits, boiling hot, and throw him right on his back. Okay.
First of all, I wouldn't be there.
Okay, that part. All right, y'all. I got a riddle for y'all. I gave my child safety, taught them some game, but they walk in the shadows, no longer the same. My instincts are strong. My regrets run deep. I arm them with tools, but peace I can't keep. Who y'all think that is?
Marvin.
Who you think it is, Inga?
Oh no.
They were trying to save you time. Is it Marvin about jukebox?
Okay. Who you think it is, Nita?
Marvin.
Candy?
I would say Marvin, given by the last line.
Yep, that is correct. That is correct. Somebody had a question for everybody, so I am going to. Okay, so I know this is TV, but question to you women: how would y'all react if Unique showed up out the blue after 3 months and being abusive? Inga, I'm gonna let you answer this one, boo.
I don't like the yelling and the screaming, but I hope he don't he don't physically put his hands on her, but he put his hands around Rock's throat. I didn't like that. I was hoping she would have grabbed a kitchen knife and went to town on him, so yeah, I don't get down with the abuse stuff. So, and that yelling and screaming in my face. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that he was gone. They had him gone these months, and then I know he's gonna be a different character, but now he's like, I said in my live earlier, he's like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. So now he's Mr. Hyde. He turned into a monster. So I don't like it.
Okay. I put all the chat stuff on the screen for y'all to be able to see it. I'm actually going to pull this over so y'all can see the chat. Okay, so Famous, y'all know he gone. He out of there. Juke and Kanan are having this conversation, and Juke says, look, if it was the Popos, then the streets made the call. I need to know, do y'all think, 2 questions, do y'all think that the streets made the call? Like, if it was the Popos, and will Kanan make the wrong move? I think I messed my question up. Will Kanan make the wrong move? And do y'all think it was Rock? So I guess that's 3 questions. Do y'all think it was Rock? Will Kanan make the wrong move because he thinks it's Rock? Because y'all know I think it's not Rock. I think that's why I had that like that, because I don't think it was Rock. But if you think that it's Rock, let me know. And if you think that it's not Rock, do y'all think Kanan's going to make the wrong move by thinking that it is Rock? And do y'all believe that the streets is the one that made the call if it was the Popos? I hope that wasn't too confusing. Tamika.
Um, I would believe that the streets did make the call before I would believe that Famous actually had this great intel on some dirty cops. Is Kanan gonna make the wrong move? That's like saying, am I going to um drink my shake every morning for breakfast? Yes, he is. That's not even a question for me. And so I think it was Rock. No, I do not. I think they just wanted to set it up to make it look like Rock, and that he just jumped to that as his first conclusion.
Because we are going to see in the trailer where that's literally what he's going to tell. He already told her at the end. He told Crystal that, right? And then we're going to see that he's now going to tell Juke this same propaganda, right? Nita, what are your thoughts? Did the popos, if it was the popos, did the streets make this call? And if you think it is Rock,
No,
do you
it's
think
not Rock.
Okay, and if
It's not Rock. Rock,
they're gonna make the wrong move.
Rock, her reputation precedes her, so everybody think it could be Rock, but it's not Rock. It's the police. It's Malcolm. It's Malcolm because he didn't like him. He thought he corny. He did this. He knew that Kanan was his son. Yeah, no. I'm going to the police. If it ain't Malcolm, it's what's the white dude?
Garcia.
Garcia. It's either him or the white dude. The white dude or Howard.
Okay, that's what's up. Candy, what are your thoughts, boo? Oh, she gone. I think Tamika, you already went. Inga, did you go?
Oh, no, I'm in agreement with everybody. Is Kanan will make the wrong moves because just like Unique, he is jumping to conclusions without asking any questions or anything. I mean, look, if you driving down the street, you see your mom over there doing something, you supposed to say, "Yo, mom, what's that? Pull over, blow the horn, go up there and see what's going on. Ask your mother some damn questions. You don't jump to conclusion in your head, then go tell Crystal something. We don't need her getting involved, And no, I don't think it was Rock, but I don't take Rock off my suspect list. But I do believe they set it up this way to make it look like it might be her. But
Inga.
I still don't take her off my suspect list.
Inga.
My
I
bad. I
always
ain't mean
had
to
her
leave
on my
out.
suspect list. Yeah, I always had her on that. But I think it. I said, well, I knew initially I said it was Freddie's people, but that's been debunked, so we know it's not that. But then I said I've been listening to y'all, everybody, and I'm on that Howard train. I think it might be Howard or at least some cops involved. But I'm not taking Rock off the suspect list because she's known to do stuff before. She got rid of D Wiz.
That's what they want y'all to think. That's what y'all want. That's what they want you to think it.
Well, that's what I said. I don't think it's her. I'm just not taking it off the list as a possible suspect. But I don't think in this particular scene that thing he was just wrong.
Okay, that's what's up. Listen, you can have whoever you want.
I do want to say something though,
and keep him on your suspect list because, girl, you never know what's gonna happen in this power universe. But she is not on my suspect list at all. I think
I have a question.
Candy
that it is not. Hold on, let's let Candy go first. What did you say, Candy?
Okay, so question. And I know the officer lied to Famous's mom, saying that he was helping solve a police officer's murder. How can Howard kill unalive Famous if Famous was the one allegedly helping them solve a murder? Unless there was another cop unalived and we don't know it. So how can it be if the words that Garcia said to the mom, he was helping us with a murder?
He's lying.
But why would he say that if Famous was helping them, that means Famous was still alive and Howard was not? Right? Even though he's lying, how does it doesn't make sense?
They're trying to set it up as a
Y'all get what I'm saying?
Messing with the mother. He was messing with the mother.
I understand that, but the thing is, how can you tell me this lie if Howard is alive? If Howard is alive, how can you tell me he
was he?
Okay, so how will he take out? How could he take out Famous?
We don't know.
He could. Wait a minute, but after Famous is at the police station,
we don't know when he died.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
I think that when it's all said and done, that there's no timeline. I think that's what we were talking about is that we don't have the right timeline to make the right conclusion overall for that theory, because we know that that's been a theory out there, and that's been a lot of people's theory, is that somehow it was Howard. I don't know if it was or was not, because we really don't have a strong timeline, but I'm here for all the theories. I'm here for whatever everybody thinks. I just, I'm waiting it out just to see who it was, who done it, who did it. I don't really have no strong theories no more. All I know is that it wasn't Rock. That's it. That's about 100% that I.
That's it for me too.
That's about as much as I know. But everything else,
we here.
I'm here
throwing
for it.
up the gang sign. I'm throwing up the gang sign. It wasn't Rock.
I'll wait and see how it come out. So we're gonna see. Let's see what the
thing is with Rock, EJ. Let me just say this. The thing is with Rock is that Rock has done this. She has done it in the past, and that's why people will think that she will do it in the future. So people are like, oh well, look, it ain't above her. Like she will do it. And so now they just place the blame on her because she's done it before in the past. But I don't think that
it was her. But
I don't think that she's doing it now. But I feel like they are placing the blame on her because it's just easy to do it. Everybody want to blame a woman. That's what you're going to do.
Okay. Well, listen, look, at the end of the day, Rock has done things, and it's easy for everybody to believe that Rock has done things. It's like Snap, Crackle, and Pop said. It sounds like something you would do, Rock, when it's all said and done. But like I said, I don't think it was. But we'll soon find out exactly who it was and see whose theory was accurate or whatnot. Let me go to the chat. Let me go ahead and show them some love and see what they talking about. Kanan will make the wrong. I think we already did that one. He saw the police coming out of Snaps and Pop's place. Yeah, and he didn't really make no conclusions after that, but that was interesting. But I think it's the matter of Kanan can't stand his mama right now, so everything is going to be her. So even though he saw the cops there, he don't care about that. It's just more of an agenda, in my opinion. But let's not act like Rock hasn't ordered hits before. I mean, I think everybody knows that Rock has it in her to do it, but it's all about what makes logical sense right now. What's a motive is what I would need. And I don't know. I don't have a motive yet for Rock. I just don't think it's Rock. How would Howard do that when he was with Rock trying to save Kanan from Ronnie? Rock is paying Officer Buckley and Roland, and Rock will push product through Southside Plaza. Yeah, I agree with that, DeMarcus. I think that's just her payment that she was paying those cops that from back, I don't remember what season it was, but y'all remember when she was paying the cops, when she moved into that plaza and she was having the issues with the cops. I think that's just all part of that. So I agree with you on that one, DeMarcus. Snaps and Pops are manipulative, and they were seen paying cops earlier this season. That is true. They were seen paying cops, but I think all of them pay cops, but they were seen doing it. Howard died when Famous was being interrogated. I don't know. Support gaming. I really can't tell you when he died. I don't know. Snaps and Pops are manipulative. We read that one. At TJ, remember Burke died a while back. They were still looking into her death in season 3. That is true. Hi, everyone. Good. Okay. Happy Easter to you too, Daria. Thank you so much. And happy 420 to you. Did I miss Sally's comment? I don't know. Maybe I didn't click on it. These comments were kind of coming through. It has nothing to do with her being a woman. She's got a history of doing this. And I'm not saying she was wrong for what she did with D Wiz. It's SK, y'all. That's y'all talking. It was Snaps and Pops. Listen, I even said it was Snaps and Pops, but I don't have a real reason for it. I don't know why I think that, but I don't have a reason for it. So I can't really defend it because I don't know. I just want to say it's them because I just feel like they gonna do something. Speaking of Snap, Crackle, and Pop, let's talk about them right now. Will Snap, Crackle, and Pop be a problem? Will they backdoor Kanan since they see an opportunity? Now, just to set it up a little bit, we all know that Rock came over here to talk to Snap, Crackle, and Pop about this situation. And she used the words, this is all of our problem, right? Because we're all in business together. And they made it very clear right then that they were not in business with Rock, that they were in business with Kanan. And Marvin says, well, he coming after Kanan too. That he's like, well, thank you for letting me know. Later on, we see Unique. We also heard them say like, or maybe this is an opportunity, because I think she says that it's a problem. He says no, an opportunity. And then we see Unique pop up, but we don't know what the conversation is that's had. So my question to you guys is, will they backdoor Kanan at this point because they see an opportunity? How are Snap, Crackle, and Pop going to move in your opinion? I'll start with you, Nita.
For me, I don't think they will, because we see Kanan still living in OG power. So whatever, like when Juke said you need to listen to Kanan, I feel like she was trying to turn us in the direction of listening to Kanan. Why? I don't know. Because girl, I'm not listening to that motherfucker. I'm not listening to him. But maybe there's a reason for it. Because we don't see Snaps and Pop. We see Kanan and OG Power. So we'll see.
Okay, that's what's up. Tamieka, hi boo. Will Snap, Crackle, and Pop backdoor Kanan? Will they see this as an opportunity and maybe switch up?
Sorry, I was trying to eat. Yes, yeah, see, absolutely. They cannot be trusted. These people, first of all, they already want to put a wedge between Rock and Kanan because they seen an opportunity there. So they already know they could play with him, and they probably gonna be doing even more now, especially with the state of mind that he in. But just the fact that they even was like, well, he ain't against us, okay, that ain't our damn problem, and they willing to meet with Unique, they probably looking like they don't want Rock there, period. That's the thing. So I don't know if it's so much backdooring Kanan, it's more backdooring Rock, but I mean, Kanan could probably be a casualty when it's all said and done because the bigger picture is their money.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you. I think that they are all about what benefits them, and they really have no loyalties to really anybody when it's all said and done, except for the almighty dollar and what benefits them. So I think it's really going to come down to, will this benefit them? Is this opportunity that could possibly come about with Unique, is it something that is going to be beneficial to them? Are they betting on what they feel like is the winning horse? Like, who knows? Ginger Snaps, what are your thoughts, man?
It's just not. It's not about probably backdooring Kanan. They just going wherever the wind go. You know what I'm saying? So whoever they can get opportunity from. That's what they're gonna do. They're opportunists. So they'll try to use Kanan and Unique and use everybody if it meant making them money. They're not on anybody's side. They're on their side.
But Kanan is their partner. So if they do something that goes against him, they are essentially backdooring him because they have made it clear that Kanan is the partner in all of this. So,
they'll get rid of Kanan. Kanan's a kid to them. That's what I'm saying. He ain't grown like they are. He's a kid. So they'll get rid of him easily.
I forgot my other question. I had another question. I don't think I put it in here. But let me go to the Candy. Any thoughts on Snap, Crackle, and Papa?
But the thing is, we already know that Kanan made it. So Snap, Crackle, and Pop didn't do nothing to them.
But backdooring him don't mean they killed him. It just means that they are gonna make a move against him.
Maybe that's why he in jail. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I just don't feel like that's the end all be all. Like, I feel like Yeah, no, there's still some story there.
Absolutely. Candy, what are your thoughts, boo?
What was the question?
You so silly. I'm sorry, I moved it off of there. I apologize. Let me go back.
Oh,
Will
snaps and
Club
pops. Oh
Crackle and
yeah.
Pop be a problem? Will they
Yes.
backdoor Kanan since they see an opportunity, or what are your thoughts just around Snap, Crackle, and Pop? Do you see something?
Yeah, some brewing with them too, other than and it's, yeah, they don't have no loyalty to nobody, you know, uh other than their seamstress. Um the tailor. That's the only person they loyal to because they look the way they look every episode. But yeah, they gonna do something to Kane and they gonna backdoor him some kind of way. I don't know how they're gonna use the unique situation to their benefit. That's like you said, they all about the almighty dollar. So, you know, whatever gonna make them a coin, that's what they gonna go for.
That part. Let me see what y'all got to say in the chat. With how Kanan acting in book 3, it's hard to imagine he called Ghost and Tom and everything they know. Child. I don't trust Snaps and Pops. I remember when Ronnie almost eliminated Rock and they were upset Ronnie didn't finish the job himself. They going where the breeze goes. And that is absolutely true. Okay, y'all. Stefano. We gotta talk about Stefano. Will Stefano throw Rock under a bus in order to avoid a war? We saw in this episode that Stefano also has no real loyalties. He all but said it, but you know, we are where we are. He even tries to get Marvin to take over. He wants to push Rock out. He feels like, and this is what I took from this, he feels like it would be easier to work with a man rather than to work with Rock, who is a woman. And I think in this case, this really was man-woman type of situation because that's how Stefano kind of put it out there because he feels like they would be more level-headed versus
Absolutely.
Rock not being as level-headed. That's how I read it. That's just my opinion. So
Absolutely.
do y'all think that Stefano is going to throw Rock under this bus in order to avoid this war? Because I don't trust Stefano.
Yes. Yes. I'm asking you to tag me in.
Oh, go ahead, tag in. Go ahead.
Yes, he is throwing her under the bus. But the gimme got you is Marvin may not be that person to do that, with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Marvin is not the person. Like, if she was partnering with somebody else other than Marvin, who is family oriented, and I can't do nothing against the family, and I can't do, like, if she was partnering with somebody else, like Quan, yeah, he would throw her under the bus. But Marvin is not throwing her under the bus. And because Marvin has made so many mistakes with Stefano and he didn't even know it. Like, that's what I was saying, like, oh my God, like, Marvin, you did so much stuff. He's like, oh, I'm just living life. And people's like, oh, he's stepping up to her. But girl, you was making the wrong choices because at the end of the day, he can still lead you right to your demise for what you did for him. So when we say step to Rock and make sure Rock agrees with your steps, then that's just what it is. But he done did some things with Stefano. We'll see how it play out. I don't know. I do not know how it's gonna play out. However, karma, I feel like he still should have moved it with Rock, and we'll see. We'll see. I feel like Drew Daddy about to get killed, but I don't know, killed or in jail. I don't know.
One or the other. Candy, before you go, what are your thoughts over Stefano? Do you think that he's going to throw Rock under a bus in order to avoid this war?
Heck yeah. He was trying to do it today. Well, in that episode, he was trying to, get Marvin to take over and throw Rock out the way. He don't care nothing about Rock. But
Right.
in that episode, it seemed as if something was going on with that window. I don't know if somebody was looking in on them or what, but did y'all notice the window action with Marvin and Stefano and them? This
Yeah,
White
we
guy was at
talked
the window.
about that when we did the first reaction. We
Okay.
noticed it. Hmm.
Yeah, it was something creepy about that window. We saw it
Hmm.
like 2 or 3 times, and I'm like, somebody is either
They're
we can't see
watching.
them looking in,
Hmm.
or is that guy that's sitting there doing something. I don't know. But yeah, he gonna throw her under the bus because he to avoid war and to because he don't want a woman doing anything under him, and we knew that last season. Because what he called her, some name he called her whenever he got through with her, got hooked up with her. But yeah, he didn't want no woman on his team no way. So of course he gonna throw her, and he'll throw Marvin under the bus too. So he don't care.
All of them.
Yeah.
All of them. All of
Mhm.
them.
Tamika, what do you think? Stefano gonna throw him under the bus?
Listen, from the time Marvin was doing favors for Stefano, we all was like, why? Why do you keep going back? Why are you doing favors for this dude? Like, we know if it's between him and them, it's gonna be them. He gonna throw the bus, the trucks, the cars, the buildings, every damn thing, okay? Y'all gotta get him first. Stefano gotta go. It's not even a question. And as much as Marvin irked my nerves most of this damn season with some of the things that he was doing, he was right when he was telling Rock, we got to take this dude out. And the fact that he sat there, that shows you that he thinks Marvin is a sucker. He asked him to do those favors because he think he a sucker. And he asked him, your sister got to go because he thought he was a sucker and he thought he was going to fall for the okie doke and side with him. No, you got to go. You got to go.
He thought that he would be power hungry or something and be ready
Right.
to jump on top of it. And I loved how Marvin was like, and it would
Don't
be,
ever say
like,
that again.
don't say that to me again. Like,
Exactly.
why are we even doing that? Like, that don't even make no sense. Let me see what the chat had to say. They going, okay, we already said that one. Hold on. I just didn't take that one off. Hold on. I'm trying to keep these things. Okay. Stefano has to go. Once I heard Courtney Kim say that everyone who dies in power earns their death. And I think that's what's happening with Stefano. Well, he definitely gonna earn it because Stefano doing way too much. Agreed. Stefano can go right into that, okay, and can. And Sally said she loved Tony Danza. Let's see. Jody Brown said Ronnie unalive famous. Stamp and Pop could have got rid of famous to drive Kanan and Rock apart. And does Kanan have a plan though, girl? That part. I mean, we don't know. Kanan rolled with the win. It is what it is. Let's move on to Marvin. And actually, you kind of spoke on this part, Tamieka, already. I was going to ask, did Marvin have the right plan in mind? Like, I'm just going to go straight to Inga with this one, and then we'll move on to the next one. Does Marvin is Marvin right? Is this the next move? Do we need to take out Stefano?
Absolutely. Yes. The furnace is hot and ready to go. Just push him on in there.
Yes,
Yeah.
Inga.
Yes. He needs
Yes.
and like I said it in my live earlier today. We love Tony Danza. I think he's done a fabulous job doing this role. I mean, I hope to see him in many more other projects. But your character here, we had enough of you. You got to go. So yeah, it's time.
You're done.
Especially when you say you're gonna tell somebody's you're gonna tell Marvin, who's the brother of this of Rock, and gonna say push her out and put him in and all. Come on, you stab my sister in the back. No, regardless, even if I don't get along with my sibling, I ain't gonna let none of y'all say nothing to them. I can say so. You know what I'm saying? So that's just funky what he did. Just funky. Yeah, he got to go. He got to go.
Okay, that's what's up. So we're gonna move on to this one right here. Another. So you think you're a TV junkie? This one is a riddle. And this is super easy. I was known for my pain, my parenting flawed, but in my last breath, I found peace with y'all. You sat by my side and honored my plea. The last thing you gave me was dignity. Who am I?
Joyce.
Raggedy ass Joyce.
Raggedy ass Mama Joyce.
Raggedy ass
Joyce.
Bitch, we not giving you no repass.
But is she gone though? Is Joyce gone?
Yeah,
Get
Joyce
out
is
of here.
going up to yonder.
Get out of here.
I don't know if she's
Get out
going
of
up
here,
to yonder
bitch.
though.
I'm not
She might
even
be going.
look.
She might be going down under.
Yeah, the upper room. That's what she had.
Get
The
out of
upper
here,
room.
bitch. You're out of here. Bye.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all.
I'm
So the
I'm not
final
doing
thing
no
on this,
repass for y'all. Don't even call me. I'm not doing it. I'm
girl,
not
you
doing
so
the
silly.
repass.
The final thing we need to discuss on this episode, and we talked about this a lot on the after show, so I'm definitely gonna go to Candy before she gets up out of here. About Brock making peace with her mom and showing her mercy. Was this the right thing to do or not? I'm gonna go ahead and just throw my thoughts in real quick. First and foremost, I love this scene. I thought this is one of the most beautiful scenes that I've seen in the Power universe thus far. It definitely goes in a top 5, top 10 of all moments for me. I think the acting was top tier. I think everything about this did everything that it needed to do. And I think most importantly, we got to see a resolution. And it was the best resolution that could have happened, because had they have made them say, I love you, I would have called Cap, because we know that's not where they were. When she says to her, you're my daughter, you're my only daughter, and she says, you're my only mom, that was them reconciling right there. And that's as far as they could go because of where they already were. And so I thought it was so realistic, and I thought it was the most touching moment. And I loved everything about it. I thought that this was another growth moment for Rock as well, because Rock, she good for letting you suffer. But Rock didn't want her mom to suffer. She showed her mercy. She showed her grace, and she did what everybody else couldn't do. And I think we've seen her say that before. She always does the things that everybody else can't do. And here was another moment of that. But in this particular moment, it was her really giving her mom that the mercy. She was like, she's in pain. I don't want to hurt like this anymore. Candy, what are your thoughts on these final moments, Rock making peace with her mom, and anything that you have to say about that particular moment?
Is the lady gone? Cause
Girl,
I don't know if her veins are, I think she got veins of steel, and I don't think that stuff went in. I think they need to give her another dose. Um,
Right. Yes, right. A
yeah,
gallon, a gallon of the
okay,
poison.
cause
Yeah.
we need to give
Jackie,
her.
y'all let Mama Joy have her moment.
We
Dang, go ahead, Candy.
now it was a sweet. It was like sorrow's prayers. I ain't feel nothing about it. Sight. I did a little bit though, cause I'm like I ain't never seen Rock, get this teary eyed or a little sad or whatever. The mom had tears or whatever. It was a little moment, but yeah, it was all good. All right. Next.
Nita, go ahead, girl. I'm not
Yeah,
doing
I've
this.
seen a couple people go on to Yonder, and the last thing you see out of their face is tears. Like tears run out their eyes when they transition to the next place. I will say, I do. This whole scene was like, it was crazy. It was crazy, and for Rock to be so vulnerable, the fact that she grabbed that syringe so fast, girl, like I'm trying to be sensitive and I'm trying to be funny at the same time, baby. When I tell you she grabbed that syringe so fast and she was like, well, where is it? And she just like pulled it up and I'm like, oh girl, what? And then next thing you know, she holding the hand. I'm like, oh my God, it's happening. It's happening. But the thing was is that I felt like it was a true vulnerability to Rock. Rock has, it's like the eldest daughter syndrome. I talk about it a lot on Twitter. It is real, y'all. We have to take the brunt of everything. Everything that are your siblings or your families. Like it's just a delicate thing, and you have to harden yourself. You have to be a person who does all the things, and can't nobody else do it. You saw Lou couldn't do it, you saw Marvin couldn't do it. I mean, but she stepped up and did it even though she didn't want to do it. You gotta do it even when you don't want to do it. But I'm just gonna leave it there. Like I relate to Rock. I love Rock. Listen, that's it. That's all. Bye.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. Shout out to Demarcus with the $3 super sticker. We appreciate you, bro. Inga, final thought.
I can't hear you.
EJ, I think you're muted.
Because I'm muted and I just really been talking. I said, what are your thoughts about Rock making peace, Inga?
I mean, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. I just want the mama to gone. I want her gone. I don't want to. I want to know for sure that she's gone. But I think this is it. I think she's gone now. So, um, yeah, no, it's fine. And that's I said this earlier today and even days ago. I said, look, some people just can't say I'm sorry, and so that I guess that was her way. Mama Joyce of saying she's sorry. You're my only daughter, and they grabbing each other's hand and all that. So, you know, I guess it was, let the lady go on. She suffered enough. Let her go on.
And Inga, I really don't even think that it was a moment of I'm sorry. I think this piggybacks off of what Lulu was talking about when he was having a conversation with Marvin and Rock. Sometimes people do all that they can do. Like sometimes their best is just their best. And and a lot of times, especially as kids, we see things and we're like some people think that their parents are horrible, but is it that they're horrible or is it that they really were just doing the best that they could?
Sometimes sometimes
and there's some horrible
there's
ones.
there's no manual to tell you how to be a parent. So there's so even though it and they had some if I'm sure if they wrote a backstory on Mama Joyce, we would have found out that she probably came from some generational trauma and all this kind of stuff. So and then you just end up just bringing it up to your kids, and then your kids like Rock doing with Kanan, and Kanan was with Sean. It just goes on and on and on. So yeah, I think she did that. Well, Lou said we didn't have, even though she was, a piece of work, but it wasn't all bad times. They went to the beach, and then with the Marvin brought up the fact about the birthday party, and the mother did that big birthday party for her with all the dogs from all in the neighborhood because she wanted the dog so bad. And I mean, so the mother probably wasn't all bad. It just, but she had her moments in these last couple of seasons. I know that. It wasn't good, but
Gotcha.
Yeah, I better hold up Demarcus. Hold up Demarcus. He about to pass out, honey. Y'all know how
I
he go
know,
up
I
with
know,
the
I know, I know. I said if y'all live near Demarcus, go knock on his door because
Mm-hmm.
he is having a rough time with this Mama Joy.
Let me
Yeah,
get
I mean,
DeMarcus.
I
Let me
talked
get his
about
super
it.
chats real
Oh,
quick, Tamieka, and then you'll go. Shout out to Marcus with the $3 super sticker. We appreciate you, bruh. Another $4 super sticker. Thank you. And then another $3 super sticker. Thank you so much. Go ahead, Tamieka.
Oh no, I agree with everything you said. When you was just starting us off, and like we talked about it on with the first reaction. The whole scene, like the siblings together, and their reactions, them opening up and then telling Rock that she asked them to take them out, and then her being like, "Well, why she didn't ask me?" And they pretty much Marvin said because she knows you would want her to suffer, and then Lou was like, "Damn," and then she kind of was even. I guess reevaluating things and thinking back on everything and saying, were we bad kids or was she a bad mother? And Lulu being like, both can be true. Two things can be true, right? And them, like Inga was just mentioning, remembering the birthday party, all of it. I loved all of it. All of them was acting their behinds off. They came with it. I just felt all the emotions coming through the TV, and I felt like that's such a real situation. Like at the end of the day, they're still my siblings. That's still my mama, whether I liked her all the time, agree with her all the time, think she did whatever right, wrong, or indifferent, it's still my mother. And I just felt like they, displayed that so well. And I think it played out good. And right, I think if they would have like did it over the top where she would have all of a sudden been apologizing and all of that, I don't know if it would have. I mean, it might have still worked, but I think this was more realistic to what we've seen from these two characters this whole time. That was as much as, she was able to give. And I think they still was able to find a peace with it in their way. So I love the scene.
Yeah, I agree.
And I felt bad for the kids. I ain't give a damn about Mama Joyce, because I was saying she needed to go every week, but I did feel the emotions of the kids. Yeah.
I'm mute again, y'all. I be having to go on mute because y'all not be having that background noise. We be coming back down here. But yeah, no, completely. Now I agree with everybody. I think that everybody is going to see this moment a little bit different, and I think it's going to be reflective of what you have been through, seen, or gone through. And I don't think that no one person is ever going to see this particular scene and how it played out. But I think we can all agree at this one thing, that it was a beautiful scene, and that all of these guys acted they behinds off and they brought it together, and it felt way too real. Like it was a really good scene. So anyway, y'all, that's it. We got to talk about the aftermath and any predictions that you might have. I'm gonna start with you, Nita Boo. What predictions do you have, and what are your final thoughts just over this episode in general?
Sorry, I was trying to get the screens together. This is like my first time in Restream. So for me, I feel like um I don't know. I feel like Unique might get a stronghold. Like I'm scared. I don't know. I feel like this might be Rock's demise. I'm sorry. And you know I love Rock and I'm gonna stand for Rock, but it feel like it's everybody against Rock. But at the same time, it is when you put a motherfucker when you put somebody up against the wall, that's when they come out swinging. So don't counter out. I'm not gonna counter out. If she gets out, then she gets out. But I'm not gonna counter out. I'm just not. I'm not gonna counter out. I don't know how she gonna do it. I feel like she got her hands in all of the pots. Kanan is her son. She got the Afghan as a backup. She got Stefano. She got Marvin. She got her hands in a lot of the pots. So never count her out. I feel like she can you can kind of move. You can kind of maneuver how you need to maneuver. And I'm just going to say that, and I'm just going to leave it there because I feel like y'all ain't really fucking with me like that. I don't know. It's all good.
Oh, girl, you good. Inga Binga, what are your final thoughts and the predictions and any of just overall episode in general?
Once again, this was a great episode, so I'm satisfied with the episode. Um, and predictions. Well, we just know it's gonna get turned up more. I don't really have a prediction right now. We just know it's gonna get turned up. What she gonna get them? It look like next episode, she is finally gonna get her work from that foreign dude. So, yeah, I don't think she out the game yet. No, it's gonna be a war going on between Unique and her. So I like to see how that's gonna play out. But and we won't find out about who actually took out Famous probably until episode 10. They're gonna drag it out to the end. So but I'm just here for it. I'm here to see what's gonna happen.
That's what's up. Tamieka, final thoughts, predictions.
Yeah, like I said, I enjoyed this episode. I agree with everybody that was saying that it was one of the best for the season for me. Predictions. I just feel like Unique ain't going nowhere no time soon, even though I want him to. And I agree that I guess we're gonna find out what actually happened to Famous by the end of the season. Really don't want to see Unique and Rock fight again because we already saw that, but we here. So I'm just curious to, how it's all gonna play out. And what is Juke and Kanan plan gonna be? We know Kanan about to freaking just do something even dumber. And how long is it gonna take, Lou to find out what dumb ass B stupid did? And I'm ready for Quan to go. I seen DeMarcus put something about Marvin taking out Quan. I've been saying every week I want him to go. So since we got Mama Joyce out the way, he could be next up. I want him to go. I hope Marvin do that. And I need Stefano to go too because he already played himself. So I don't think we need to have any more discussions with him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Listen, I agree. I agree with it all. Like, I wholeheartedly agree with it all. I'm excited just to ride this out. Y'all know next week there is going to be a break, supposedly, allegedly, like Power like to do. So
No.
therefore,
A
yep,
break.
they're gonna
Yeah,
have
they
Yeah,
they
break.
said
that's
the
what
next
I
one.
said. Well, I'll wait till after
Until
episode 7 to
when?
have a break. They should have did that at 5 if they was
Well,
gonna
they
do it.
probably doing Easter
I
break or
think
something.
because
I don't know.
Easter, yeah, maybe. No, I'm
Easter
just saying.
is over.
Right.
Mhm. Exactly, especially going out on such a high note. Like, I feel like the momentum would have been so much better, and more
Yeah.
people would have been tuning in if they had just kept going. This really should have been like a episode 5, somewhere around there, 5, 4, anywhere
Right.
around there, or even 6. I could have did with 6, and then you came back with the boom, boom, boom.
No.
But I
Not
just feel
even
like,
six.
but
Five.
yeah, it is what it is. So, of course, we won't be here next week unless we decide to do unless Moochie want to do some kind of foreshadowing or predictions or something just to keep everything going. We'll have to talk about that later to see if we're going to do that. But other than that, y'all, just let me see what everybody got going on. As far as my predictions are concerned, I don't have any. I'm just here for the ride. And this was a great episode, and I'm here for it.
Absolutely. My favorite.
What do y'all got going on your channel, Nita? What's up on your channel?
On my channel, I'm going to be doing a review for Sinners. It's going to be a spoiler review. I normally do non-spoilers, but I'm going to do a full spoiler review. Y'all better get your asses out there and go see that movie. That movie was so freaking good. Y'all got to go watch it. All right. So that's coming up. And then I'm doing a Never Ever Mets. And that's it. That's it. Just subscribe, put your notifications on, and we'll see.
Hey, that's what's up. Them never ever miss. They doing too much.
A lot.
They doing a lot. Tamieka, what you got going on your channel, boo?
Pretty much just rocking with the ladies. I think I'm gonna be. I have my Love at the Lockup up. If anybody watches that, I might discuss Power since I haven't been doing my own breakdowns, and we have a break maybe sometime this week. I'll go live and chit chat with y'all and just talk about overall how I feel about the season so far. Maybe keep your notifications on, but other than that, it's pretty much. I think I'm supposed to join Inga for Godfather Harlem. Supposed to join EJ for Handmaid's Tale, and might be joining some other people later on in the week. So just stay tuned. Keep your notification on. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to everybody on the panel, okay?
Hey, absolutely. Inga Binga, what you got going on your channel, boo?
Well, earlier today, before this live, I did my own same type of recap on Raising Kanan. And then, like Tamieka mentioned, the Godfather Harlem on Tuesday evening, and I think I'm gonna end up having something else going on in the middle of the week. But keep your notifications on and check the community tab because I'm always in the community tab. So I'll if I do something else throughout the week, I would definitely post it.
Okay, that's what's up. I just dropped the link for Candy's birthday live celebration. We're about to do that here shortly. Well, I'm going over there, and anybody, and I don't know who else is coming, but I'm definitely going to go over there and go support her and Aries, and these Aries birthdays. So definitely tune into that, guys. But as far as my channel is concerned, as Tamieka said, we're doing Handmaid's Tale, myself and Kay. Kay Blythe from A Slice of Horror. So definitely come and check us out on that. Tika Dushi and I will be doing Ruthless, which is the finale this Thursday, the live after show. Never Ever Met Shayna, Miss Kira, Candy, Mo 69 Ways, and myself. We're talking about the Never Ever Mets and all the shenanigans that's going down over there. And then, of course, I'll just be dropping other content throughout the week. I don't know what it's going to be. y'all never know. So definitely just keep your notifications turned on and all that good stuff. I appreciate everybody coming out. Thank you, RC, Shannon. Hey, Shannon, girl, you got up in here. But thank you. Happy Easter to you and all that good stuff. And happy 420 to anybody out there that celebrated as well. But thank you, Anita's Joint, for coming through, support gaming, always with a good conversation. DeMarcus for always coming through to support. And everybody else that came through, y'all. We appreciate y'all, and we're about to get up out of here, and we will talk to you guys later.
Are you gonna be in love with me? I want you and need you to be, yeah. Are you gonna be